What's up? What's up? Good morning, great morning, excellent morning. This is Leonard Nesmith here, Lenny the Boss. How are you doing this excellent morning? Even though it's raining outside, I'm sure you could probably see that in my background. No problem, no issues. Me, I still wake up feeling excited, feeling awesome, feeling amazing, because that's the choice I decided to make this morning. And that's the choice that you need to decide to hop off of the right side of the bed, not walk off, not lean over, hop off. Feel great, feel awesome. Do a little James Brown dance in the morning if you have to, man. Do what you gotta do, but to put yourself in position to feel great, to feel awesome, man, so you can start attracting that super positive energy back. But listen, I got a question for everybody, man, because COVID-19 is 100% hitting the history books, right? Every single day until this thing is over is going to write a chapter, in history. So the question here is, are you making history along with it? So think about that. Are you making history as well? Think about this. Let's fast forward the story. Let's fast forward that, COVID-19 is over. We found the vaccine, the fix, the cure, or whatever the situations are. So you're old, and you have grandkids or, younger folks that know you, that talk to you, that communicate with you. Or, you're, socializing with individuals that's your age at that time. And let's just say grandkids come up to you, hey, grandma, hey, grandpa, how was it during the time of COVID-19? Because I'm reading about it, and the things that I'm reading about, I can't even imagine that you couldn't come outside, or when you did come outside, you had to wear a mask, and the only time you could go outside was to go get things of importance. Or, you had to stay away from people and practice social distancing. What is social distancing? And, you had to be 6 feet away from each other, and all these businesses closed. Like, how was it? You couldn't go to the mall. You couldn't go to the movies. You couldn't go out for a bite to eat with your family and friends. Even for yourself, if you like to do that. You couldn't go out and socialize at gatherings. You couldn't go to, in-person seminars and all these things. So what is your answer? Is your answer going to be, and your talk to your friends are going to be the same as everyone else? Everybody's going to have the same exact thing, who's going to remember this time and who's going to experience, who experienced this time. And that answer is going to be, man, yes, it was crazy. We had to wear masks, repeating the same thing that they just told you, that they just read. We had to wear masks, and we couldn't go outside. We had to practice social distancing, and we had to watch out for our symptoms to see if you were, potentially, infected by this. And some people, lost loved ones and friends and family that lost or got it and was able to overcome it. So that story is going to sound exactly the same. They can ask that from anybody that's experiencing this, time. They can ask that from anybody. Get that from anyone. Get that from the teachers. But what are you going to add to that story? What are you doing absolutely right now during this wake-up call? Because I'm going to rephrase this. This is not called COVID-19. This is called a wake-up call. And it's waking everybody up to realize what is important in life. And what are the things that you are recognizing? What are the things you sitting back saying, wow, the things that I'm doing right now because of this COVID-19, this wake-up call, I'm finding out is much more valuable than anything I previously were doing. Or understanding how this COVID-19 100% changed your life mentally, financially, because it's hitting the economy like you never believe. And what are you doing to sit there and say, man, if anything ever come up similar to this, where the impact will be just like this, these are the things I'm doing today, and I'm going to continue to do to ensure that I am mentally prepared, I am spiritually prepared. I am financially prepared, to withstand anything that we just didn't see coming. No one saw this COVID-19 coming like this and, destroying the economy. And if you did, salute you, man. You're one of the super brilliant, smart ones. But the large amount of people didn't see the impact that it's having to today because we're still living in it, and it's not getting any better. The numbers are still climbing. Deaths are unfortunately are still rising. The great thing is people are overcoming as well. They're not putting that out as much, but they are, but truth of the matter is you need to make sure that you are making history along with this, wake up call, this COVID-19. You need to ensure that you are doing things that's going to plant those seeds today, that's going to make you be financially set, that's going to make you be mentally ready, that's going to allow you to realize what's important now, what's important today, and allow you to put those things in your life and keep them at top priority when the doors of the world of being normal again open back up. Because we don't want to go back. You want to go forward. You want to learn. Take this time to seek out the opportunities of the things that you were missing out on, the things that you was not taking seriously, the things that you didn't realize was so great, but you was forced into predicaments and realizing how great it is. Make those your priority points. Put those on your vision board so you'll never forget about them. So when you wake up and you're looking at your vision board, or throughout the day, or when you come home and you're looking at your vision board, you are constantly reminded of those things that are important. And that's how you make history. So now think about this. The story you're going to tell. Yes, you're going to say, man, we had to wear masks. Yes, you're going to say we had to practice social distancing. Yes, you're going to say that, the malls and the movie theaters and everything closed, right? Yes, you're going to sit there and say the economy, was taking a huge hit because of it. However, your story going to differ because you're going to add to it. And that's where your history is going to come in, by sitting here saying the things that you have done, the seeds that you have planted during that time, the opportunities that you were able to take advantage of and see. How about that? The opportunities you was able to see because you opened your eyes during that time. And you can sit there and say, hey, the reason why you are here today, young fella or young lady, if this is your grandkids, is because of these are the things I have done during this time that allow you to have, put up a trust or pass off, entrepreneurship, or have money to invest into, an idea that your grandkids may have that might, be impactful for them and change, maybe even impactful and change the world. They don't have to go out and ask anyone else. They can come right home to family and help out with that. These are the things that you should be thinking about. Also, the love that you have for your family, the time that you're spending with them. How are you going to keep this up? When these doors open back up, right, to us living a normal life, are you going to forget about all these things that you were doing with your family and the card games and playing checkers and, Connect Four, some of the things I do, right? Uno, are these the things that you're going to continue on? Put them on your vision board so you don't forget about them. These are the things that you're going to say and repeat that's going to differ from the story that everybody in the United States, probably everybody in the world is going to tell. Everyone's going to be able to tell the corona story. There's no one that's living during this time at a certain age that can remember what's going on, how impactful it was to the world, that is not going to be able to talk about 95 to 100% of the same things. But right now is your time to ensure that you make history. Let's make history, man. Right now is your time. Let's make sure we seek out those opportunities. We understand that what's important, and we put that to the forefront, and we put that on our goals list. We put that on our vision board so we don't forget. And we sit back and we start to do those things from a mental perspective, physical perspective, financial perspective, spiritually perspective of ensuring that you ultimately practice that every day, plant that seed, so when these doors open back up, your roots underground will be working. Remember, you can't see the roots under the ground, but they're working, and then your plant will come out the ground. All right, with that being said, this is Lenny the boss, letting everybody know, let's make history along with this COVID-19. This wake-up call. Let's not call it COVID-19 no more. Let's call it a wake-up call. For this wake-up call, let's make sure that we are making history along with it, so you can have a history a message to add on to that when your grandkids come and ask you. All right? Lenny the boss, wishing everybody an excellent day. Choose to have one. If you do so, when you pound on the ground that way, you will attract that positive energy. All right? Talk to everybody soon. Peace.